And then the important thing is that you train the proper way, which is to train the basic. You got to shock the muscle, and shock the muscle with different kind of training principles.
Wait a second. Shock the muscle. Do something different. Different is new. New is usually confusing. Muscle confusion? Is this the secret to bodybuilding? Holy fuck! Alright guys, muscle confusion / CrossFit, let's go.
We're on easy street, and it feels so sweet, 'cause the world is but a treat, and you're on easy street, and we're breaking out the good champagne. We're sitting pretty on the gravy train, and when we sing every sweet refrain, it's right here on easy street.
Remember guys, every workout should be different, every second of every rep should be different. If you're not confusing your muscles every 14 milliseconds, you are devolving, your gains are evaporating.
We're sitting pretty on the gravy train, and when we sing every sweet refrain, it's right here on easy street. It's our moment in the sun, and it's only just begun. It's time to have a little fun.
What happened?
Never enough
It's
clap.
2:15 in the morning.
I had a half a monster. I haven't officially started my series yet, but I anticipate that I will in about 1 or 2 days. I thought, wait, why not? I'm filming, this is episode 1. So with this, when you know, me talking, will probably be episode 2 or 3, but I'm like the cool workout, do the slow motion and the cool faces and that's all gonna be episode 1, which I hope to be a cool motivational video. But in the meantime, while I'm here, I actually am getting, you know, a decent workout done. At the same time, I thought I would give you guys a physique update as to where I am right now. So, pros and cons. Pros, I did pretty much like this whole Ascension, you know, the beginning, what I've been doing these last few months, not serious, you know, super serious cuttings. You know, still cutting, I'm obviously not dicking around. Cutting more so to be lean, for expos, for life in general, for Instagram photos on the beach and like, hey, what's up, which way to the beach? It's that way, or this way, or that way.
Well, you should tell them that actually happened.
That actually did happen once. This lady came up to us and she actually asked us when we were in the Gold Coast a few weeks ago. She was like, excuse me, she was a tourist. She's like, which way to the beach? And I don't know why, but I'm like, I froze up. And you know, this was the moment. This is what we've been training for, waiting for. Bodybuilding shows, YouTube, social media, that's all bullshit. This is it. And I froze up and Jordan just like, and then she left. But I was like, wait a second, it's
That way.
moment's gone, guys, it's over. I have to wait another 12 years for that to happen. Point is, I've been cutting, but I've been cutting more so for, you know, for fun, for life. So that's the pro. The pro is that my physique is not fat by any means. My cut is already halfway done. Usually when I start a cut, you know, in the previous years, I've been at 200 pounds. This time, since I've been cutting down, I already lost, you know, 10, 12-ish pounds. Like, I'm starting my competition prep at like, today I was like 182. So that's very good, because usually that's me halfway through my competition prep, so not bad. That's the pro. Con is that I'm post Mexico vacation, so that was a week of, I want to be like, you know, I didn't track macros. No, I didn't track macros. It wasn't just that. It wasn't just like, oh, I may have gone over by a few hundred. I probably went over by a few thousand. Screw it, this is my first vacation in like 3 years. You know, it was a special occasion. This is my physique. Leaner than, you know, ever when it comes to starting a competition prep. But at the same time, definitely a bit fluffier after that Mexico vacation. Nonetheless, this is it. Either way, guys, that's it. Very good competition prep, starting physique this year. But at the same time, I've only got 12 weeks. So, less time, but fortunately, a lot less body fat. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. In previous years, it's always been the same thing. It's always like cutting 20, 22, 24 weeks, starting from fat as hell mode. Let's just be honest. Like, literally fat bastard, like, yeah, all that stuff. So this is uncharted territory for me, but it's good because I think that this is how I can break into that crazy, you know, 6% body fat, which I don't think I've ever been in. I've been 8 or 9 probably, but I don't think I've ever been 7 or 6% body fat, where it's like, you know, you have that paper thin skin. I want that. I've tried to get that every year, and I don't know if I'll ever get there, but I'm just gonna keep on inching closer and closer and closer, pushing my body to what it is maximally capable of with my genetic blueprint. And some people out there may have a better genetic blueprint, some people out there may have a worse genetic blueprint, and honestly, I don't give a shit. This is what I've been given with, and I'm just gonna spend the rest of my life just blasting the crap out of it until I could perfect this. You guys can perfect that. And Jordan can perfect
Pizza eating.
This.
Hi.
I have no idea how I'm gonna fit this into the vlog. Transition. Yeah. All right, guys. So we got this is 80 kilograms on the bar. My final warm-up set. I just do like 6, 7, 8 reps, not too much. The second it starts to like actually exhaust you, then it's a working set. It's no longer a warm-up. So just getting a few reps of this. I like to warm up a little heavy. I don't believe in like starting at a certain weight for your warm-up and then doubling it for your actual working set, because it's like you haven't, woken up your muscles, for lack of a better word. So go a little heavy. My working weight today is 2 plates. It's like 220, 225 pounds. But in the meantime, it's about like 175, getting a few reps in there, warming up. Hey guys, back with the commentary. This is actually my final workout in Australia, so it was just about 2 weeks ago. I did this pretty much the day before I left. This one is with Friesma. It is a pretty damn heavy push day, and I know it's a little outdated, but I really wanted to include this because this is technically a personal milestone of mine. Next up, 100 kilograms, 220, 221 pounds, 3 sets, 8 reps. Last time I got 886, so this time 888. That's my goal. If I get it, lifetime PR, top set PR. So I know that probably you guys may have heard about this on my channel multiple times. I've always talked about how one of my all-time goals to develop my chest, specifically my upper pectorals, which are really, I think, are somewhat of a lagging muscle, I want to say group, muscle like region genetically for me. I don't have the best pecs, and I especially don't have the best upper pectorals, and I've always been working on the incline bench press. This has been pretty much my go-to #1 most important compound exercise for the chest throughout my entire program. This one is Friesma's set, by the way. I was working with about 100 kilograms, and he's doing about 80 if I remember correctly. Now I've mentioned how in the past I've gotten close. I've gone 876 or 886, but this time is the first time that I've actually successfully done 3 sets of 8, and it's friggin' awesome. If you guys remember when Student Aesthetics came over back about a few months ago and we were collabing, I was actually at a heavier body weight, yet I was struggling to lift something like 90, 92 kilos for 3 sets of 8. So the fact that I've gone down about 5, 6, 7 pounds since then, and also been able to increase the weight while maintaining the overall volume, we're talking sets and reps, that's a big improvement in total work capacity, and that feels pretty damn good.
That's the one.
I mean,
was the mouth gap of theatrics?
no, it's seriously, my dentist told me that because it's like I spent years training like, he's like, Igor, like, I can see that your teeth are wearing away. He's like, if you don't do this, in 10 years, your teeth are gonna be like half of what they are now. What I was making fun of in the beginning of the video, muscle confusion, I think it's really taken out of context. People think that you have to do crazy new workouts and all these nuts, like weird variations of exercises every single day and every single routine and every single time. That's, it's taking a little bit overboard. Yes, you should have some level of variation in your workout strategy long term or even medium term, some type of periodization. That's like a much less bro science way of referring to what some people call muscle confusion, where you elicit new stimulus and therefore elicit additional adaptation in your body. But the most important thing is progressive overload, whether this be causing your body to lift more reps or more weight, aka more intensity, or some combination of the two. This is what stimulates your body in coordination with proper diet, aka protein, calories, whatever. This is what causes it to grow. This is what I've been doing. I still bench, I still incline bench, I still stick with the fundamentals, the basics, but if you employ progressive overload correctly, you make improvements such as I have done over the last few months. And obviously the proof is in the pudding, it does work. Hey guys, so I want to give a little bit of a quick, final, these last few minutes of this vlog and give you a bit of a life update as to what is going on and maybe give a little bit of a reason or an explanation as to why I've been away for a little while on YouTube. Not an excuse. I don't like that. I know that I've seen a lot of YouTubers in the past when they would not upload and they'd make like videos pretty much explaining all this stuff, and it's just like, you know, they're giving excuses and it's like this and that. Look, you know, I don't think that way. When I'm not putting up a video, I'm not thinking like, oh, it's okay because I've got this. No, it's, you know, there is no like, okay. When I worked at my job, when I worked at corporate finance, I worked it for 2 or 3 years prior to quitting about a year ago and doing this full time. The world didn't care what stuff you had going on. No matter what you had going on, the world kept on spinning, right? The financial markets, they didn't stop. No matter what I was doing, what you're doing, or what anybody else is doing, stocks kept on going up and down. International trade still happened, interest rates still went up and down. The world kept spinning regardless of your personal situation, and if you don't keep up with it, it's gonna leave you behind. So that's why I don't believe in excuses. But I do wanna let you guys know what's been going on. I got back from Australia, Jordan and I, we loved it there, absolutely, it was fantastic, but we definitely, you know, we missed Toronto, we missed our friends, we missed our family. Also, they have winter there, so I was like, screw it, you know, summer round 2, and I hopped over here just as it was starting to get a little bit too cold because Toronto is fantastic in the summer. Honestly, Toronto is an amazing city. It's cold as balls, and you know, my fellow Canadian viewers will definitely relate to that. But for these 2 or 3 months during the summer, I honestly think that Toronto is probably one of the, if not the best city on earth. The other 9 months, you want to put a bullet in your head, but until then, it's pretty damn awesome. So we got back. I lived with my parents for a little while because I don't have an apartment since when I left, I broke the lease. And then I went over to Mexico for about a week. It was like with some of my friends. It was kind of like a special-ish occasion because one of our close friends is actually leaving. He's moving like across the country for work, and he might be gone for like 1, 2, or you know, God knows how many years. So we just wanted one kind of final trip because we haven't done that in a little while. And yes, I did vlog it. I'm probably gonna put that up in a day or 2. While I was there, although I did film, I didn't have as much time to edit because I pretty much spent the entire time trying to stay on top as much as I can with my business. But finally, I am back, and I did find a place. And it's looking a lot better, as you guys can tell. You know, some of the furniture is getting together. Honestly, this took me like 2 days to put together. Those freaking drawers are a pain in the ass. Come on, IKEA, get it together. But I'll show you guys the view. Pretty good. Definitely a big step up from my previous apartment when I lived on the 2nd floor and you didn't really see much. This is kind of nice. So you have all of downtown, you got the CN Tower over there, we got, this is like Queen West, and then we got all of downtown, we got the financial districts. So overall, definitely a big step up from my previous apartments. I lived in that pretty much right out of school, and when I got my first job, and I was so conservative that I found literally the cheapest apartment in the entire city, and you get what you pay for. That thing was built like 60 years ago. It definitely wasn't that nice. Now, if you guys will excuse me, the 80 days out, pretty much rendered. I'm gonna upload it right now. I hope you guys enjoy it. And this video will be, I guess, 79 days out. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Hadouken!